Welcome to this slideshow about Kansas Foundation for Agriculture in the Classroom. My name is Kathy Music and I am the Executive Director of KFAC. We appreciate you taking time to learn about our foundation as well as to consider funding partnerships and opportunities to connect classrooms to Kansas agriculture. Kansas Foundation for Agriculture in the Classroom has been around for nearly 30 years. Our vision statement is agriculture in every classroom every day. Our mission statement is connecting classrooms to Kansas agriculture. Through those 30 years, our primary objective has been to provide educational opportunities and tools for elementary teachers and students by bringing factual, research-based information about agriculture into the classroom. As you look at this list of 2011 Board of Directors and Advisors for KFAC, you may notice that some of them are members of your own community or are people with whom you serve on other boards. If we look at the expertise and the time that these volunteers give to KFAC and put it into a value of payment in kind dollars, it would amount to over $25,000 a year. We are very proud of these volunteer board of directors and the work they do for KFAC. In working towards our mission, KFAC has developed and is continuing to develop educational resources and programs for use by teachers. We train teachers and interested volunteers in methods of presenting information about agriculture to students, and we provide Kansas Kids Connection magazines and online lesson plans directly to students and their teachers. These lesson plans correlate directly with state standards. Through KFAC programming, we provide awareness of crop and livestock production and the use of these for food, fuels, feed, and other non-food purposes. We also provide education about natural resources and the care of the environment. And in addition, we provide opportunities for students to learn about careers in ag-related businesses. As a part of KFAC programming, students definitely learn how agriculture enriches their daily lives. Currently, we are requesting funding to support programming such as our educator guides, Kansas Kids Connection magazines, lesson plans on our website, and in-service training for teachers, as well as pre-service training for student teachers. Additional funding is needed to develop new materials and delivery methods, such as online teacher courses and video lesson plans that connect to the written lesson plans on our website. What are benefits to your organization for partnering with KFAC? You will receive advertising credit and recognition on the KFAC website and printed materials, as well as verbal credit and recognition with Kansas teachers and students during assembly programs, workshops, and summer courses. In addition, we will provide news releases to local and regional newspapers, as well as your company newsletter. An annual report will be provided detailing how donated dollars were used. Programming will help students become aware of careers in the agriculture industry. This is a direct investment in your future employee base. To review, we are asking for funding to support current endeavors as well as providing dollars towards new delivery methods and materials. Later in this slideshow, you will find instructions on how to connect to the donor form in the Ag Advocate Challenge. As we partner together and pool resources to use our dollars wisely, we can provide a high-quality educational experience for elementary teachers and students in Kansas. We can provide the means to educate youth about the importance of agriculture in their daily lives, and we can give teachers another tool in which to reach state, science, math, reading, and social studies curriculum standards. The following slides will discuss current funding sources for KFAC. KFAC receives dollars in membership fees from supporters across the state. Last year, 141 members contributed $30 in membership fees apiece to provide a little over $4,000 in income to KFAC. Our AgriTag is a specialty tag program that provides income for KFAC. Last year we had 775 AgriTags on the road. Many are owned by individual farmers, ranchers, and supporters across the state. In addition, we have some organizations who provide AgriTags for their fleet of vehicles. We are grateful for all of our AgriTag supporters in Kansas. Each year, we are able to apply for funding from our Kansas Grain Commissions. We have been so fortunate not only for them to provide funding, but in their provision of staff time in helping with partnership projects. What is the Ag Advocate Challenge? Last year, we started the Ag Advocate Challenge as a funding campaign to raise $60,000 for 2010. We sent an appeal letter out to over 1,000 agribusinesses in the state. Businesses had the opportunity to support the challenge at levels from less than $1,000 up through $10,000. We were able to successfully reach our goal in December of 2010. We very much appreciate the support of ICM Incorporated of Colwich and Mid-Kansas Cooperative of Moundridge, each of who provided $5,000 seed money towards the challenge. Businesses that responded to the challenge include Frontier Ag, Farmway Co-op, ICM, MKC, Poet Ethanol, and Midway Co-op. Other supporters include CoBank, Frisbee Construction, Kansas Ethanol, Prairie Land Partners, Skyland Grain, and Southern Plains Co-op. Supporters include AgMark, CHS Foundation, First National Bank of Hutchinson, Jade Millwrights, and Valley Co-op Incorporated. Other donors include Fairbank Equipment, Midwest Laboratories, and White Commercial Corporation. You may recall that this past year the Kansas legislature cut funding for a number of programs. Ours happened to be one of those. In the past, we had been receiving a $35,000 yearly grant sponsored through the Kansas Board of Education. $35,000 represents nearly 20% of our annual budget. We are seeking to make up this shortfall, plus we would like dollars to add new services and delivery methods. This is a list of educational activities that KFAC offers to students and their teachers in the elementary level across the state. We are fortunate to have the support of a number of organizations in agriculture from across the state. The AgriLand program is an interactive agriculture display for children at the Kansas State Fair. Nearly 7,000 young people attend the AgriLand display in Hutchinson during the week of the Kansas State Fair. You can see that the young people become very engaged in learning about agriculture. The AgriLand partners also provide a drawing for 5 fortunate classrooms to receive a pizza party, and after the pizza party they are able to have an interactive lesson plan in which they learn about the ingredients on their pizza and where the food comes from. This truly is a from farm to plate lesson plan. In the spring of the year, students grades K through 6 are able to compete in a postcard art contest that focuses on agriculture. Last year's theme was Celebrate Kansas 150 Years of Agriculture. The past 2 years, this contest has been sponsored by the Kansas State College of Agriculture. Participants come from about a third of the counties in Kansas. You can see that most of those participants come from the eastern part of the state, which represents the more urban areas. These are some of the award-winning postcards. Students are able to go to the KFAC website and look at background information about agriculture and lesson plans that help them prepare their creation. The sponsored school assembly program allows students the opportunity to get hands-on learning about agriculture. Focus of the assemblies includes K through 2 farm animals, grades 3 and 4 crops and oilseeds, and grades 5 and 6 natural resources. Students that participate in the crops assembly learn about the major crops in Kansas and the seeds that come from those crops. They also learn about the products from the major crops in Kansas that enrich their daily lives. Participants in the farm animals assemblies learn about those farm animals and how they're cared for. They also get to compare and contrast herbivores, omnivores, and carnivores. Students in the Natural Resources Assembly learn about soil and water conservation, care of the environment, and about renewable resources, as well as fuels that come from renewable resources. This past year, KFAC was able to provide 18 assemblies in the urban Kansas City area, reaching over 1,700 students and 94 teachers. The teachers receive a resource bag full of information and lesson plans that allows them to extend the learning beyond the assembly time frame. In addition, the assemblies provide a model for those teachers on how to incorporate agriculture into their classroom. KFAC supplies a week-long summer course program for teachers at Kansas State. Participants enjoy presentations by Kansas State College of Agriculture professors, and they also go on field trips to businesses, farms, and ranches. And in addition, they are involved in interactive lesson plans and hands-on activities that they can take directly back to their classroom. You can see that last year's participants came from all across the state. One of the advantages to KFAC for having the teachers in the summer course is that they, as a part of their homework, write lesson plans. Those lesson plans are then collated and put on the KFAC website for other teachers to use. Participants in the summer course are able to learn through the experiential learning model. They get to practice the lesson plans that they will take back to their classroom. Tours allow the teachers to discover the scope of agriculture. Here they are learning about the cattle industry at Lyons Angus Ranch, learning about plants at Horticulture Services, and learning about the swine industry from Craig Good. Teachers were also able to spend a half a day at the Konza Prairie, learning about the plants and insects on the prairie, and also discussing grazing management and management overall of the grasses on the prairie. Teachers also enjoyed visiting a dairy that is vertically integrated, as well as a no-till farm. In addition, each year they're always entertained and learn a lot from Dr. Jeff Gwertz from Milling Science. Evelyn Nyer is a popular summer course instructor. She brings information from the Junior Master Gardener and 4-H program, and her lesson plans are always taken back and used by the teachers in the summer course. KFAC also provides short courses to teachers with a focus. In this case, it is Plants Have a Place in the Classroom. These teachers were interested in learning about horticulture and the plants in the horticulture industry, as well as the major crops that are produced in Kansas. Every spring, KFAC partners with Kansas Farm Bureau in an in-service training opportunity for teachers and volunteers called Be Agwise. A new theme is picked each year. Last year's theme was Farmers and Ranchers Care, with care meaning care and respect every day. The focus was on care of farm animals and care of the environment. Over 80 teachers and volunteers participated in the Be Agwise training this past year. Learning labs allow them to experience the lessons prior to taking them back to their classrooms. Participants are also given the opportunity to share lesson plans that they have created with other teachers. Resources that KFAC makes available to teachers include our educator guides, which have the focus of farm animals, natural resources, and plants. These educator guides provide excellent background information to teachers and directly connect to our interactive lesson plans on our website. KFAC is able to provide many resource requests for agriculture information across the state. Last year, we were able to reach nearly 25,000 students through printed materials such as our educator guides and Kansas Kids Connection magazines. This is a list of just a few of the lesson plans that are available free to teachers on our website. KFAC stays connected to our teachers through technology with Facebook and Constant Contact. This map shows the scope of educational activities that KFAC is involved in across the state. As you viewed the activities map, I'm sure you will agree that your dollars will be highly leveraged as you invest in programming for teachers who will stay in the classroom and reach many students each year. KFAC has a goal of increasing our reach from 5% of elementary students to 10 to 15% in the next 5 years. We will definitely need committed partners to help us reach our common goals on a yearly basis. How do you join our team? Go to the KFAC website and find the Join Our Mission link. That link will take you to the Ag Advocate donor form, where you can look at various levels of funding participation. Thank you very much for taking time to learn about our organization. We are very appreciative of your thoughtful and timely consideration of this funding opportunity and look forward to hearing from you soon.